Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Regina Zephyrs Be a GM. So when we left off, we were making some trades. We were getting rid of some of our older guys when we're having an average season. We're hoping to turn things around here. Now, if I take a look here, we'll go to coaching options. We'll go to edit lines. All right, we're going to go best lines on this one. Okay, so right now we got Henrik Sedin, Yuri Hudler, and Ales Hemsky playing that top line, okay? Now, I would like to have Yakupov up there, and I'd like to have another playmaker possibly. Now, what we could do here is, what we're going to do, what is the end goal, I guess, is have Henrik Sedin out. You're going to have Berglund playing the second line, okay? We have Dubinsky can play center on the third line very easily. And then we can find somebody to play, you know, a third line right wing or left wing role. All right? It's easy to make that trade. Now, on defense, we obviously need to find something else. We got Andy Green, we got Nick Cronwall, Emlyn, McQuaid, Lyles, and Oduya. We got a pretty good lineup, not bad at all. I'd like to add another offensive defenseman. Now, one of the things I was thinking about here, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm thinking here. Okay, that's fine. I really don't care. I asked you guys about the trades, okay? So we'll just take a look again through these options here when we put Henrik Sedin on the trade block, okay? Henrik Sedin on the trade block. Now, it was Adam Henrique, who would be our, he's considered a second line center, all right? But he'd be playing the third line, right? He'd be playing the third line for our team just because of where Berglund sits. You know, Berglund's that good second line player. All right, so Adam Henrique, and then it was also, we'll go by potential. There was Johnson and Matau. Two, you know, depth players that might make the lineup at some point, okay? There was those guys. Now, we also went to Carolina. Now, here's the thing I didn't think of, all right? Oliver Ekman-Larsson, guys. He's a 4.5 yellow star offensive defenseman. Now, somebody mentioned Ekman-Larsson, and we know he gets to be good. He would help our defense drastically. Now, if we threw Ekman-Larsson on there and Chris Stewart, that's not a bad trade. Henrik Sedin for Chris Stewart and Ekman-Larsson. Yeah, sure, our right wing's going to be stacked, but we could put one of these guys on the left wing. You know, we could easily do that. Like Tarasenko could play the left wing. Chris Stewart could play the left wing, and he could utilize his slap shot. He's got a pretty good shot. Defensively, he's pretty solid. You know, the stick checking, shot blocking, and defensive awareness are all really high. Physically, he's very strong. Good puck skills. Everything's 4.5 stars, except for senses. Where offensive awareness is 87, but his discipline's not great, his poise isn't great. That comes with age. But a 6'2", 231 power forward isn't something we really have in the lineup. So it's not a bad trade when you think about it. Henrik Sedin in exchange for Ekman-Larsson and Stewart. I don't know if it'll go through, though. You know, I don't know that that'll go through. We can definitely try. One thing we're definitely missing is a top-line winger. We don't have that here. We're going to have some nice depth to our lineup when we make this trade, including some defense. I think this helps us a lot, and I like this trade a lot. Somebody mentioned it, said, hey, what about Ekman-Larsson? He's on that list. What about Stewart? He's on that list, because we mentioned Stewart, but we hadn't mentioned Ekman-Larsson. You know, we talked about Victor Rask. But we can find two guys here that'll help us still be competitive. We might even turn things around with this trade. That's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think we could definitely turn things around. So let's do it. I'm going to do Ekman-Larsson and Chris Stewart for Henrik Sedin. Will it go through? No. We could live with what you were sending us, but not in this deal. Your offer is woefully insufficient when I consider value for what you're asking in return. So what else would they want? They would want Hudler back. We could send Hudler in return, or we could send a defenseman like McQuaid or Emlyn or Green or even Ales Hemsky. We could send Hemsky because we've got so many wingers as is. We could send Ales Hemsky, you know, or Hudler. We got tons of options. So, you know what? We got a ton of snipers on our team. Yeah, I'm gonna keep some playmakers. I'll throw Hudler on there. He's only making 3.3. So let's throw him on there. That'll add some trade value to this. So Ekman-Larsson and Stewart for Sedin and Hudler. This likely will go through. Will it go? Oh, wow. You've met our block needs well enough, but the value you have on the table is too far off. Too far off, eh? I don't understand how that's possible. Then let me take a look at some other value. Like Brian Boyle. We've got him in the... Is he actually in the lineup? That's fine. Benoit Pouliot, Oduya. We don't have a defenseman going back their way. What if we sent Johnny Oduya back their way? Yeah, let's send Johnny Oduya. All right, that'll give us some more cap space. We got poor relationship with them. This should go through. If this doesn't work, we're going to have to boost our value. Will it go? There you go. I'm happy to accept this proposal. On behalf of the Carolina Hurricanes, we consider it a done deal. That's fine. We got a poor relationship. Now let's take a look at our coaching options. Let's go to edit lines. We'll do best lines here. So they got Chris Stewart and Brandon Dubinsky playing the top line. Yakupov, Hemsky, and Berglund. That's actually not a bad lineup there. And then you got Pouliot, Gordon, and Tarasenko. That's not a bad line when you think about it. Brandon Dubinsky is a good two-way forward. He's a second-line player. He's not the scorer that you really want. Let's see Yakupov playing there. He's got okay shots. He's not as good. What about Tarasenko shooting? Tarasenko, he's a pretty good shot too. It's average, though. It's pretty average. What if I went with... Oh, hold on. No. What if I went like this? And what if I went Hemsky, Tarasenko? So we got a playmaker, two-way forward, sniper, power forward, playmaker, sniper. That's not a bad lineup at all. And then a sniper, grinder, and a playmaker on that third line. And then we've got a grinder, a power forward, and a two-way forward. Nice depth, you know? All right, then we got Ekman Larson and Kronwall. You got Green and Emlyn, McQuaid and Lyles. All of a sudden, we are much improved. Much improved. I really like that. Offensively, we got some nice depth. We got some really nice options. We haven't had any prospects to the pool, but that's okay. We might actually be competitive now. We might actually be competitive. And you know what? I'm going to switch Chris Stewart and Yakupov. Let them play their off wings. Dubinsky and Berglund. Berglund's probably not got as good face-offs as Dubinsky, so we'll switch them around. All right. And then... Pouliot, Gordon, and Hemsky. Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with that. Okay. So let us continue. And now that I've made those trades, I hope you guys enjoy those trades because those were quite different. Let's see what we can do through January, all right? Let's sim the month. Brian Lee, 3 yellow star, 2-way defenseman, depth defenseman. No, that's okay. We don't really need you. All right, let's see how our new team does together. Let's see if we can generate some wins. 2-1 loss right off the bat. 2-1 loss. That's okay. We gotta mesh. Everybody's got to learn how to mesh here. Ovechkin playing with the New Jersey Devils. He's 17 goals and 27 assists. He's having a phenomenal year. Phenomenal year. There you go. Nice win there. Good job, guys. Our newly assembled team trying to take the world by storm here. Here's Carolina up next. And a nice win. Nice. So it's going to be interesting to see our dynamic now. Just because, you know, we've given Backstrom that top line. You know, the ability to quarterback everything. He is the top player that we're expecting to perform. We have some nice depth, long-term depth with our team here with Berglund. You know, we got Berglund playing the second line, and Dubinsky playing the second line. Those are great second-line players, those two guys. I really don't have any worries about that. It's going to be our top line that's going to get better. You know, it's going to get better. Scouting assignment. Let us scout. We already did the OHL. You know what? Well, goalies. What about goalies? There's a top 10 here, so let's scout there for a month. There seems to be a number of top picks here in the goaltending. All right. Let's keep the sim going here. So a couple wins in a row here. We've given Jonathan Quick possibly some better defensemen in front of him. Guys that can play properly. That one came in overtime. And that one came in overtime as well. Backstrom now 14 goals and 25 assists, so he's having a really good year. Great year for Nick Backstrom. Giving him that top line, he's actually in a position where he can make a difference, you know? Let's see. We might want to add some better defensive players, too. Oh, there's a win. Maybe that's something we can actually look at when it comes down to the trade deadline, is better defensive players. You know what I mean? Maybe move Hemsky for somebody that plays better defense on that third line. Because that's what we want. We want them in a shutdown role. Chris Stewart now in there for the goal scoring. Nugent Hopkins having a great year. He's got 53 points on the year so far, and we lose that one in overtime. So all the losses we've had so far in the last little bit here have all come in OT. Means we take a point from it, and that's big. So far, so good. We need to find ways to close things out, though. That one came in regulation. Edmonton's won their last 12 games. Unbelievable. They're on fire. And there's a win, too, against Pittsburgh. And Washington up next. And another win. There you go. So finally, maybe some clicking going on here with some wins in a row. I think we've made some changes for the better. There's a loss, but that's okay. I want to explore the option of possibly adding some better defensive players, all right? So let's go to GM tracker, or GM options. We're going to go to trade negotiation, and we'll go to the block. Now, I'm going to clear this. I am looking for a forward, a third line checking forward, and we are looking for good defense. That's what we're looking for. Let's see who's got 5-star. Anybody 5-star? No. But there are players. You know, let's check up to 40. There you go. Okay. What if we take off third line checking? What if we say any? Who's considered a 4-star defense or 5-star defense with low value? Tuomo Ruutu, you got the guys with lots of value, like Ryan O'Reilly. No, that's not what we're looking for. Okay, so then we will look for a third. We'll go back to third line checker, and we'll check for 4.5. There should be some. Okay, so there are a few. You can see this. There are a few. We're looking for guys like Hemsky's, in Hemsky's range. Maybe an 82, 83 overall right winger. Joe Ward would be a good option. He's got good defense. Look at that. Good defense, good physicality. Not as good of a playmaker, obviously, but he brings a shutdown game. He's currently at a +9 playing on the third line, likely. What's his cap hit? Probably pretty high. He's got a pretty high cap hit, I would imagine. Let's take a quick peek here. 1.9, not bad, actually. Not bad. He probably got reduced with everybody's salary cap. Bugger up. There's Abdelkader. There's Foligno. These are guys that are getting a little bit higher value. Steve Ott. I would almost take... I actually like the idea of Joel Ward. I'm going to take a look at Joel Ward, okay? Take a look at Joel Ward. And we'll take a look at him in exchange for Hemsky. Now, they don't want to make the trade, but the trade is pretty... It's a little bit in their favor. We're going to free up a ton of cap space here with this trade, too. He's considered a second-line forward. We're making a second for a third. That'll give us some better defense. Now, let's take a look. I'm going to take a look at my defense really quickly here before we commit to this, because we might be able to add some more to this trade. All right, we got Emlyn McQuaid. What's the deal with McQuaid? What's his senses like? He's a 4-star. He's not bad. I like McQuaid. Good option, 82 overall. Lyles, probably pretty weak. Yeah, he's not bad. 4-star. 4-star. Okay. Green, Andy Green, 4-star. I actually like that. That's pretty good. And Ekman Larson. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty good too defensively. So I'm not really worried about my team in terms of that. Now, who do I have playing the left wing again? We got Dwight King. How is he for defense? 4 yellow stars. That's good. He's playing the third line, right? And then, oh no, we got Benoit. We got one of these guys playing the third line. It's either Pouliot or Pouliot's 3.5. Yeah, Benoit Pouliot would not be my go-to option here. He's not the type of guy that I'd like. Let me see if I can move Pouliot. I'd rather have a better defensive player. Whitney, no. What about right wingers? I got Joel Ward and Whitney. What's the deal with Ray Whitney? He's old, though. 41 years old. Not bad defensively. How about centers? Sean Matthias and Paul Gostad. What about Matthias? He's power forward. Four stars. You know what? He's not... It's his face-offs that bring him up. That's the only thing. Paul Gostad, you know he's a good physical grinder. 90 face-offs, 83 defensive awareness, 87 stick checking. He's okay. He's okay. I don't think that he's necessarily an improvement, though. Rich Peverly, you know he's got great face-offs. 90 face-offs. He's very good defensively, Rich Peverly. He'd be a great option to add to the third line. Rich Peverly. Now, this won't go through. I can guarantee it. We'd have to sweeten the pot a little bit. Yeah, they'd want Lyles. What about picks? They would want a third-round pick. They want any goalies? Smith and LaBarbera. I would throw in Smith. Yeah, that won't go through. That won't go through. What are we at here for salary? Yeah, you know what? This won't go through. You know what? I'm just going to take Pouliot off. I'm going to take Peverly off. And let's see if we can't do a Hemsky for Ward. That'll give us... I think that'll go through. That's pretty even. Will it go? They'd have to put Ron Hainsey on waivers. Taking that into account, the Flames have to say no to this deal. So let me take a player back from them that they want to get rid of. Not Clark. It's got to be somebody on the NHL line. So there's nobody that they want to get rid of that's on the NHL line. There is Hainsey. So let's trade for Hainsey. Ron Hainsey is a two-way defenseman. 80 overall. Decent defensive categories. He'll be a depth player for us. That should go through, I would think. I think that would go through. Will it go? Not good in value, so they want something more in return. What if we threw Lyles back at them? No, this won't go through. Cap space? Cap space. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so we could throw like a guy like Morgan Ellis back at them, and that they wouldn't have to waive anybody. What's the deal with Morgan Ellis? 4.5 red stars. These guys could jump. I don't want to get rid of Ellis. Oh, hold on. Find somebody different. What about Pearson? Yeah, Pearson. John Pearson. There you go. That should go through. Oh, no, we'll take Ellis off. Hold on, Ellis off. So Pearson and Hemsky for Ward and Hainsey. Will that go through? Wow. It's off still. Okay. And a third. I'll get rid of the third. We can come up with those guys later. Will this go through? Wow. Okay, so this won't go. What if I threw on another player? What about Smith? What's the deal with Smith? 3 yellow star. There you go. Smith. Oh, not alt. Well, what's alt? What's his deal? 2.5 green? Yeah, sure, alt. Mark alt. You know what? I'm going to take the third off. No, we'll leave it on. We'll leave it on. It's a little bit of an overextension here, I think. This is just to get Joel Ward. That's all this is. And we're giving up a third alt. We'll get a better defenseman in the deal. Can we throw... Where the hell's the... I wish we could throw somebody else in there that doesn't have a high cap. Lyles is 3.225. That's the problem with him. Oh, I don't want to make that trade. No, I'm not going to make that trade. Screw it. Not making that trade. That's just too much. That's too much. All right, let's continue. Let's see what happens here. We got another month before we get to the trade deadline. So we'll simulate another month here. We'll see what happens. No big changes yet. Hemsky, we want a defensive player. Oh, there's a loss. That one came in OT, though. That's pretty good. We'd like to move Hemsky, though. We need to provide better defense on the third and fourth line. And we don't have that right now. That's something we need to do. So we'll see what happens here going forward. Wow, we've lost a few in a row now. A couple in OT, a couple in regulation. Okay, I got to stop the fucking sim. God damn it, man. God damn it. Stop the sim. Okay. GM options. I got to go to roster moves. First off, I got to go to roster moves. All right. First off, Chasen needs to be sent down. Oh, no, he has to go through waivers. Are you kidding me? Okay, I guess he's just scratched then. Let's edit lines. Let's take a look at our lines here. Let's balance them out a little bit. Oh, maybe not. All right, let's just finish the month. We'll worry about changing everything after. We're into the break anyway. 26, 24, and 8. It doesn't look like we're going to be making the playoffs. We tried to make some changes that would help us now and in the future. It looks like it's only going to help us in the future. It is what it is. That's the way the game goes sometimes. It just doesn't work out all the time. All right, forwards, we're going to go to the WHL. We're going to scout. Oh, I'm going to scout that for, let's go over there for 6 weeks. Why not? Screw it. All right. Up to the first. Hopefully the sim goes pretty quick considering everybody's in the off season or during the off time. And then I think what we'll do is going into the trade deadline, we'll put Hemsky on the trade block. I'll ask you guys what you think about that. Improving, our third line defense. That's something that we don't really have. We could move Hoodler too. That would be an option for us. Allen, wheel and alt. For wheel and alt, decline that. I don't need to grab Allen. If they wanted John Michael Lyles, then yeah, I would trade him. Come on. All right, so 2 games left, and then I'm just going to take a look at our third line and fourth line. We'll see how they are defensively, okay? Because that's something that we might want to make a move for here and just improve those guys. We'll do a big package deal if we can. Nice. Good win there, boys. Good job. And then we'll take a quick look at stats, player stats as well here to wrap things up. Another win. Nice. Decline that. Okay, so goals against average, we are not up there. We're not up there for save percentage either. Wins, Quick is in there. We're not up there for points. We're not up there for goals. We are not up there for assists. We're third in the standings, so we are in a playoff position now. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, yeah, we're not right now because of... Well, yeah, we are because we're in third. But if we drop out of this, we will be knocked out. We need to be in third. Thank God we got a weak division. Okay. Let's take a look at Stats Central. Do team standings to see where we're sitting. Ranked 15th right now. Goals for per game, we're 10th. That's not bad. Goals against per game, 24th. So we're having a lot of goals scored against us. Our power play percentage, we're 20th. That's not great. Our penalty kill, 14. I can live with that. Player stats. Let's see who's performing. Let's see who's not performing. We've added a couple people here that are supposed to produce, and we'll see if they're doing that. I don't see Yakupov's name in there. Oh, there you go. So he's 37 points in 61 games. Not bad. Hemsky's got 38 points in 60 games. Stewart, 48 points, and Backstrom, 49. Those are really good numbers for those guys. Ekman Larson at 34. Berglund at 31. Tarasenko at 28. Dubinsky at 28. Kronwall at 24. Wow. King at 22. Green's got 20. Wow, we got a lot of good point producers here, actually. What about plus minus? A number of minuses. McQuaid, Tarasenko, Pouliot, Lyles, Berglund, Hemsky, Chasen, Backstrom, King, Yakupov, Kronwall. Yeah, lots of guys are even or below 500. That is not good at all. That's not what you need. So I think that our definite problem here is our bottom 6, okay? Let me go to view lines. So, oh, not view lines. We want to go to edit lines. So, we've got Benoit Pouliot, Ales Hemsky, and Boyd Gordon. All right? Boyd Gordon is a 4.5 star, 4.5 defensive category. That is solid. He's our best defensive player in the bottom 6. That's who we want centering that line. Good face-offs, great defensive awareness, shot blocking, and stick checking. The guy is a dynamite, okay? We're going to keep him there. Ales Hemsky, he's 4-star defense, 84 stick checking, 84 stick for defensive awareness, and 75 shot blocking. He's more of an offensive dynamo. You know, we would want to move him for somebody defensive. Pouliot is also offensive, like strictly. He's not very good defensively, and we're having problems with that, okay? Another thing we're having problems with is Dubinsky. All these guys don't have pluses. We're getting scored on a lot when they're on the ice, all these guys. So it might be a combination of the line of the setup of all these guys. So what we might want to do is change some things around. Let's see. Well, Chris Stewart and Backstrom, those two I need to kick together. These 4 guys are almost interchangeable. So what I might do is put Berglund up here and put Tarasenko with Dubinsky and Yakupov. And we'll see if we can't do anything there. All right, because Chris Stewart's our goal scorer. Backstrom's our assist getter. Berglund could be the guy that's, you know, a kind of a playmaker that does the everything. You know, he's more of a two-way forward, to be honest. And then Yakupov, Dubinsky, and Tarasenko might help Dubinsky out a little bit. We'll see what happens there, okay? We'll give this a little bit of a roll for a while. Put the 2 snipers together. If that doesn't work, we might move Berglund and put Backstrom with Tarasenko and Yakupov. See if that doesn't help us. Pouliot, Gordon, and Hemsky. Now, let's take a look here. Dwight King, we know, is good defensively. Boyle, not bad defensively. I like him. He's got 85 face-offs. He's a good fourth-line player. Grinds it out. Takes a lot of penalties, but that's okay. Ryan Jones, he's 4 stars too. You know, he's not bad. So that line's fine, but I think Pouliot and Hemsky need to go for somebody that's 4.5 stars on the third line. So let us take a look at that. Hold on. GM options. I'm going to go to the trade block, and I'm going to put some guys in. We'll do what they suggest first. Okay. So our players on the block, we don't want to get rid of our first. We want to keep that. So I'm going to put Ales Hemsky on there. I'm going to put Pouliot on there, even though he doesn't have very good trade value. Okay. We're going to keep Jensen off. I will throw on... Actually, no, I'm just going to clear this one. I'm just going to clear it. There, you don't need to have everybody on there. So, Ales Hemsky and Benoit Pouliot. Now, our surplus, we have a number of forwards. We have second-line forwards. We have second-line forwards between the ages of 26 and 35. We'll put that in there. 26 and 35, who have... I don't know how to take this out. Surplus. So we want to... I want to remove that. Oh, hold on. Let's clear it. Let's clear them all. There you go. So our surplus. We have forwards. Second line forwards. Oops, hold on. Okay, there you go. Ages 27 to 35. All right. With good shooting, good puck skills, good senses, and good skating. All right, that's what they are. Okay, that's our surplus, so that they know what to expect. Okay, we also have, that's about it. That's all we have. Wants, what we want a third line checking forward. Any age, it doesn't, you know what, I'd go up to about 33. Yeah, 33 is good. Who's got 4.5 star physical, or no, not 4.5 star physical, sorry. 4.5 star defense. And then I also want defense, any that have good 4.5 star defense, okay? And then I'm going to clear that. So that's what we want. These are the players in the block. This is our surplus. Let's see what we can... Oh, you know, wait, third line scorer too. We need to put that on there. We have a third line scorer with good shooting, good puck skills, good senses, And good skating. Okay, let's actually take a look at that. Let's see what they are. Let me see. Can I view Pouliot? Oh, there you go, Hemsky. So he's 4.5. Yeah, so they're all 4-4. His physical is not. So we'll have to take that off. Defense, we'll have to take that off. Senses off. So we'll have to take the physical off. I don't know if I did that. Oh, no, we left it blank. Okay, so that's good enough. That's good enough. Okay, just so that people get an idea of what we have, all right? So, guys, that's who I want to get rid of. Oh, hold on. Surplus, off. Off, off. Future first, off, 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 off. So we don't want picks, or we don't want to give up any picks. So there you go. And we want first-round picks and future firsts, okay? I want a current second. I'll turn this off, and future seconds. No. Just current seconds. There you go. That's good. So that'll help us out a little bit there in the trade block. We're going to commit to that. So when we come back, guys, it's going to be the trade deadline. Let me know what you guys think about that. What should we do with Hemsky? What should we do with Pouliot? Put it down in the comments section. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.